Harriet Tubman was born Araminta Minty Ross around 1822 in Dorchester County, Maryland. Her early years were spent in the harsh realities of slavery, a system that sought to break the human spirit. Life was harsh for young Minty, filled with relentless labor and constant fear. She was one of 9 children born into slavery, each sibling facing the same grim fate. From a young age, Minty witnessed the cruelties of slavery firsthand. She saw families torn apart and lives destroyed. Minty yearned for freedom. One particularly brutal incident changed her life forever, leaving an indelible mark on her soul. She intervened to protect another slave from punishment, an act of bravery that would cost her dearly. The overseer threw a heavy weight, striking Minty in the head with brutal force. She suffered from seizures and headaches for the rest of her life, a constant reminder of the violence she endured. Despite her injuries, Minty worked tirelessly, never allowing her physical pain to hinder her spirit. She toiled in the fields and endured the constant threat of violence, always under the watchful eye of the overseer. Her spirit, however, remained unbroken, a testament to her inner strength and resilience. She held on to hope for a better life, a life of freedom, and a future where she could live without chains. Through the hardships, Minty's faith in God grew stronger, providing her with a sense of purpose and direction. She found solace in her belief and drew strength from her spirituality, which became her guiding light. This faith would guide her in the difficult journey ahead, leading her towards a destiny that would change the course of history. As Minty grew older, her desire for freedom intensified. She heard stories about the Underground Railroad. This was a secret network of safe houses and routes used by enslaved people to escape to the north. In 1849, Minty's opportunity for freedom arrived. Her owner died, and she feared being sold away from her family. Determined to escape, she made a daring decision. She would follow the North Star to freedom. Under the cover of darkness, Minty embarked on her perilous journey. She traveled alone, guided only by the stars and her unwavering faith. The journey was fraught with danger, but Minty refused to give up. Minty traveled by night, guided only by the light of the moon and the North Star. The darkness was both her ally and her enemy, concealing her from those who sought to capture her, but also hiding dangers that lurked in the shadows. She hid during the day, finding refuge in dense bushes or under the canopy of trees. Each day was a test of her willpower and resilience. She faced hunger, exhaustion, and the constant fear of capture. The threat of being caught was ever present, and the physical toll was immense. But her determination fueled her every step of the way. Minty's resolve was unbreakable, and her spirit remained undaunted despite the hardships. She knew that freedom awaited her in the north. The promise of a life without chains kept her moving forward, no matter how difficult the journey became. Along her arduous journey, Minty encountered kind souls who helped her. These individuals were beacons of hope in her darkest hours. These were the conductors of the Underground Railroad, people who risked their own lives to help escaping slaves. Their bravery and compassion were instrumental in her quest for freedom. They provided Minty with food, shelter, and directions. Their support was crucial, offering her the strength and guidance she needed to continue. After weeks of travel, Minty finally crossed the border into Pennsylvania. She was free. The feeling was indescribable, a mix of relief, joy, and disbelief. Minty had overcome incredible odds to reach this moment. Her journey was a testament to her courage and unwavering spirit. Her heart swelled with gratitude for her newfound freedom. She knew that her struggle had not been in vain. Upon reaching Philadelphia, Minty changed her name to Harriet Tubman, taking her mother's first name and her husband's last name. This new identity marked the beginning of a new chapter in her life. She vowed to dedicate her life to helping others escape the bonds of slavery. Harriet Tubman became a symbol of hope and freedom for countless others. Harriet Tubman refused to enjoy her freedom alone. She knew that her family and countless others remained trapped in slavery. Driven by empathy and a sense of duty, she returned to the South to guide others to freedom. Harriet became known as Moses, after the biblical figure who led his people out of slavery. She made numerous dangerous trips back into slave territory, risking her own freedom to liberate others. Harriet's courage was legendary. She possessed an uncanny ability to evade slave catchers. She used clever disguises, secret routes, and her knowledge of the land to outwit her pursuers. Harriet Tubman was not alone in her fight against slavery. She was part of a larger, courageous network of individuals who risked everything for freedom. She worked closely with other abolitionists, both black and white, who shared her vision of a world without slavery. They formed a united front against the injustice of slavery, collaborating in secret to protect those seeking freedom. These individuals provided safe houses, financial support, and unwavering encouragement to Harriet and those she helped. Their collective efforts were instrumental. Among Harriet's closest allies were prominent figures like Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony, who were also fierce advocates for equality. They recognized her unwavering commitment to freedom and supported her tireless efforts, amplifying her impact. These partnerships were crucial to the success of the Underground Railroad, ensuring safe passage for many. Harriet's bravery inspired countless individuals to join the fight for abolition, creating a ripple effect of courage and resistance. She became a symbol of hope for enslaved people and a beacon of resistance against oppression, embodying the spirit of defiance. Her work on the Underground Railroad helped to change the course of history, leaving an indelible mark on the fight for freedom. When the Civil War erupted in 1861, Harriet Tubman saw an opportunity to strike a blow against slavery. She joined the Union Army, offering her skills and experience to the cause of freedom. Harriet served as a nurse, tending to wounded soldiers with compassion and care. She also worked as a cook, providing sustenance to the troops. However, Harriet's contributions went far beyond these traditional roles. Recognizing her intelligence and knowledge of the South, the Union Army utilized Harriet's skills for espionage. She ventured behind enemy lines, gathering valuable information about Confederate troop movements and fortifications. In 1863, Harriet Tubman played a pivotal role in the Combahee River Raid. This daring military operation, led by Colonel James Montgomery, aimed to liberate enslaved people and disrupt Confederate supply lines in South Carolina. Harriet's intimate knowledge of the region proved invaluable. She guided the Union troops through the treacherous waterways, navigating the intricate network of rivers and creeks. Her expertise ensured the success of the mission. The Combahee River Raid was a resounding success. Over 700 enslaved people were liberated and brought to freedom behind Union lines. It was a testament to Harriet's courage, strategic brilliance, and unwavering commitment to liberation. After the Civil War ended, Harriet Tubman continued to fight for equality and justice. She was a vocal advocate for women's suffrage, recognizing the interconnectedness of all struggles for human rights. Harriet dedicated herself to improving the lives of formerly enslaved people. She established schools and provided support for those who had been denied education under slavery. Her compassion knew no bounds. In her later years, Harriet found solace in her faith and family. She married Nelson Davis, a Civil War veteran, and together they opened their home to orphans and those in need. Harriet's spirit of generosity continued to shine brightly. Harriet Tubman passed away on March 10, 1913, at the age of 93. She left behind an extraordinary legacy of courage, determination, and unwavering love for humanity. Her life story serves as a testament to the indomitable spirit of those who fight for freedom and equality. Harriet Tubman's impact on American history is immeasurable. She is remembered as a conductor on the Underground Railroad, a Civil War hero, and a tireless advocate for social justice. Her story continues to inspire generations to stand up against injustice and strive for a more just and equitable world.